It's like the social aspect is like completely different. Like whereas here you guys see a lot of the same faces every day, and like a lot of those people you're not like super close friends with. Like in college you have to be a lot more intentional with who your friends are, but there is like a much bigger responsibility to like take the social aspect and like take that responsibility and put it on yourself. There's like there's a social group for everybody. Another thing that's cool about that is like the clickiness there's not as much clickiness. You don't see as much of the other cliques. Like there are still groups, like you're gonna join groups and stuff, but they don't collide as much and stuff.
Just like how you are at Eastern, like as you go through the years, like you start to get to know people better, like you really start to see like what people are like. But in college, like it's kind of like a different ballgame because like with high school, all of you are kind of like from the same area, you know, like you've all like kind of grown up together. When you go to high school, it's like you're literally dropped in an area where you know basically nobody. At least like that's how it was for me, you know. Like I'm in Ohio. Who do I know in Ohio? so basically like when you get there, that also makes it easier though to know people because once again like you're all living in the same boat, especially when you're first year. And then what I've learned is that people that are older than you as well, they want to like see you kind of thrive in your area too. Like if they meet you, a lot of the upperclassmen that I've met, they've been like really outgoing and like, they've been really friendly towards us. Like hey, how are your classes going? Like what's up, like and people are from all over too, so you're gonna meet a bunch of people from like California, people from like the South, just different parts of the country, and then even like foreign countries as well, and just like different places across the globe. So it's basically like you just have to like put yourself out there and be willing to like get to know other people like outside of like the friend group that you have now, but also like when you get to college because like you never know like when someone can help you like with a certain class, when somebody has like tips for you like for like a certain like test that you're gonna have. Also just like if you have a teammate as well that may be like going through the same thing you're going through. So you really just never know who you're gonna meet. So you want to put yourself in a position where like you're approachable, but also they're able to like get along with others and like really like having those friends and having that group around you will just make your experience even easier. Colleges look for like diverse students, you know. They just don't want kids that are always like studying, you know, like they want to make sure that you're doing different things outside of the classroom, doing things like within your school, like just kind of stay involved, you know. But college is basically the same thing. Like if you're studying all the time, you're just gonna realize that you're just not enjoying yourself because like to work so much, like it's even like stressful at times, you know. But like there are some days where I'd be like, okay, like I have a lot of assignments due, so I'd like really be trying to just like grind, you know, like go to the library, do some work, like try to do work in my room. You just realize though that like your brain gets fried from doing so much like work for so long. So you have to make sure that like you're staying on top of it, but at the same time like give yourself maybe like that hour so you can kind of just like decompress, just like relax, maybe like talk to somebody on the side. But just like with grades in general, you want to monitor them, but at the same time don't make your life like all about them. With college, it's like you're there to be a student, you're there to ultimately do well and then get a job. At the same time, like it's also a period of growth where you can really see like how you operate in like a new environment, how you operate with other people, how you operate with your professors. Because your professors, at the end of the day, like I know for me personally, a lot of them are there to help you, you know, like that's why they're professors. Same way that you have teachers here, like they want to help you, they don't want to see you fail, they don't want to see you like not do well. So basically just like reach out, you know. Every professor has a different like grading scale. I know for like bio it's like a certain scale compared to econ, which is like a different one, you know, in regard to like what the actual grades are. So if you really are unsure about it, like just ask, you know. It doesn't hurt to ask. Once again, like professors, like they're there to help you. They're not gonna turn you away. You can try to talk to them. So just like go out of your way, just like ask questions, you know. But at the same time, like don't, especially your first semester of your first year, don't like make your whole life about grades because like honestly, like, it's just not gonna pay off. Because you're gonna go through your first year, so focus on like just doing well, and then you're gonna like, try to block out everything else that's going on. So just try to find like that.
But I'm not a believer in the D's for degrees. Like, you have to consider that this is the first time you're paying money to go to school. So if you're putting all this money in to like to have a career basically, then you want to have like the knowledge that you're going to need to do well in your job. And I think that you do that by trying your best in your classes. And I'm not saying you have to have a 4.0, but like make sure you're trying your best to like gain something from the class.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And also, like, sometimes your professors won't tell you that you have an exam coming up, and it's kind of one of those things, you look at your syllabus and you have to just know, and that's also why it's nice to have friends in the class, you know, like you just end up talking about like, oh, did you do the assignment? And if you totally forgot about it, then you have someone to kind of remind you. And also that's why I personally love my planner, because you go through the syllabus, you break down every due date, you have it all planned out. And also, some professors don't count attendance, they don't count homework, but still assign homework, they just kind of expect you to do it. And in order to do well in the course, you have to do it. I had a really difficult course this past semester and didn't count any homework, didn't count any attendance, but if you didn't do it, like people got zeros on the exams. Like you have to do the homework, you have to show up in order to pass some of your classes. Other classes you may be able to get by, but once you get up into like 300, 400 level courses, you really have to show up, even if you get no points for attendance, because it just shows that you care.
So like in high school, there's a lot of help in getting you to college, but once you're in college, you're looking to graduate work. Is it mostly on you to like get there, or is there any like assistance like
I personally think like you have to get the help for my college at least. I'm considering our 5-year program with accounting, and so I would be getting my master's in 2021. But like some of my professors talk about it, but you have to go to the dean, you have to go to the office to ask for the paperwork, ask for more information. We have like different information sessions that you can attend, but you have to take the initiative to go to these meetings to learn about the graduate program. And that's just within your school, and then when you're looking at other schools, you have to do your research on that.
Everyone's a recent adult. Everyone's in the same position as you. You're not, the only person who feels alone, doesn't have good friends, may feel like very scared to be in the environment. There's a lot of people like you, and I think within the first week, a lot of you guys realize that, and you just start saying hi to any people, you socialize, you say hi, you ask where they're from, and you make a lot of friends, honestly. Like, if you make the effort and you make that realization in the first semester, I think for me personally, first semester it was a lot of work, but at the same time, I made a lot of friends that I never thought I would. Meeting people who are like really extraordinary people, but also humble. And if you don't make the effort, and I'd say it's one of my best students, right? Make sure to put in the effort first semester to at least be outgoing and to make friends, because there are some people at college that you will never meet back home. And if you don't take that advantage in college first semester, when all of you guys are on the same page and haven't made any friends yet, to then make these connections, you lose out on that opportunity for a long time to come. So I'd say, like they covered great, great parts of the academics. You have to study. It is a slap in the face.